Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, and for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 144 of Tears of the Kingdom. My 3-heart run was a 4-heart run. You guys are all doing well today, and our extra stamina is almost gone. We don't have any extra hearts at the moo. So let's go ahead and grab a little Melania bed.
Hi.
It's not bad weather, dude. I've literally been standing here for like, I guess in-game time, like in-universe, like probably like 10 hours before the episode started.
Oh.
Yeah, give me a Melania bed, please. No, morning is... Can I say that yet? Morning is but fuckingly early. I will sleep till noon, thank you. Yeah, I know, we met. Stall horse, yeah, but you can't register it. You can't keep it. So I don't care. Oh, we are gonna do that. Not today, but I will put that in the notes. Because when we did go see Melania, we're like... I took some in-game pictures of it, but I didn't make any notes in my, like, series notes thing. Dude, what's the world coming to? Don't even start with that shit, dude. Come on. It's a video game. Mother Goddess Statue Side Quest. The Mayusui Shrine? Other marked but unfinished. Oh, right, we were doing unfinished shrines. We were going to. We did do some of them. I got the Sky Island ones. Got a little bit sidetracked because one of them... what you call it? The Mother Goddess stuff, and I was like, oh, we should do that. Oh, that is the Mayuzui Shrine. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go there. Oh, yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well today. As per usual lately, I'm a little bit behind on my recording schedule, so I'm gonna try to keep these next couple episodes to like normal length. Which typically the time I shoot for is like 35-40 minutes. It rarely is that because I kind of have a rule on this channel: no cliffhangers. So sometimes we just go as long as it takes to do the thing. And sometimes that takes a while. Holy shit, that is really cool. Yeah, this was laying over there. And now, it's not. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, like the goddess voice thing I was doing before? Yeah, fuck that noise. Just kidding. Joking, I'm still gonna do it. Devout swordsman who offers his prayers, I am deeply grateful for the aid you have provided to the statues of the springs. I bestow this upon you in recognition of your wisdom, power, and courage. White Sword of the Sky, a sword said to have once belonged to a hero from the sky. I wonder if that's a Skyward Sword reference. Its beautiful white blade stands out, and when it's wielded, a strange yet heavenly breeze kicks up around you. Go and bring peace to this world. Yeah. And you who have conquered the shrines and claimed their lights of blessings, I can offer you great power. I see you have 4 lights of blessing and 4 sages' will already. What power do you seek? And don't you dare say stamina. Increase your... No. Oh, it's because I said the B option and not the no thank you option. You can do other stuff. Sorry, what was that? Do we have a blood moon again already? I heard that blood moon sound. You guys hear that? It was like really faint. I think it's blood moon time. 4 sages will make bonds stronger, I guess. Tulin or Unobo. What is it? Change? Wait, don't we have 3? Why is Sidon not an option? Did I already increase this shit? Unobo, I guess? I mean, I don't remember if it increases the power or... His avatar's attack power. Okay, that's what it does. I mean, with his, it actually does make sense since his is just an attack, so... Tulin and Sidon, I don't really care. Okay, so the new sword. The White Sword of the Sky, which I don't... Oh, we can drop it. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can get multiple of these. Uh-huh. Damn it. Is there another... Don't we just need to offer more claws or whatever? Do I have to break this one to get another one? I didn't... Oh, right, because while we were at it, I got an extra Frosh and Nadra, but not Dinroll. Okay. Anywho, this is like the other unique weapons where it has higher durability than normal and really good attack power. And there's a chip in it for some reason. Yeah, of course it's part of the compendium. Yeah, it's chipped. Hmm. So yeah, 24. I think that's... I mean, that's not great. I think that's roughly on par with a royal sword, I think. Anyway, we're definitely keeping this in the armory. Oh, I almost forgot the shrine, right? Anyway, so I'm not going to use it for now, but... Anyway, yeah, hope you guys are all doing well today. It's, Is it not Blood Moon time? Hmm. I thought I heard the... You know, the sound it makes when it starts. Building blocks? I love building blocks. What are we doing? Oh, it's like the Korok thing, make the two things match. Ah, fuck. I'm still, like, not doing great. I was in the garden earlier, like, picking stuff before, you know, the cold weather stuff. Before it freezes. Because it has been getting down to freezing temperatures almost recently. And, I don't mind, like, the almost winter picking, because, like, most of the bugs are gone, you know? It seems like every time, though, like, I still get bugs on me. So, like, I thought I felt like an itch, you know, like, on my neck or whatever. Probably mostly psychosomatic, but, also I was picking, like, freaking cucumbers. And there were some massive fucking ones, and I don't know if you guys have done cucumber picking before, but, yeah, the vines that they grow on are, like, spiky and shit. You were gonna use a flame emitter on me. I was gonna try to burn me with fire. Are these metal? These are metallic, yeah? I've never taken a picture of a construct bow. It's actually a pretty cool picture. But flame emitters are not? Really? Or a rusty broadsword. Okay. How are flame emitters not in the compendium? I guess maybe none of the Zonai devices are? Yeah, that's metallic. Why have a solid metal barrel? Kind of confusing to me, you know? And it just says barrel. I mean, it seems like it'd make a pretty decent hammer, yeah? A little Donkey Kong style action going on. Alright, what are we building this time? Oh yeah, and I forgot to wear gloves, which was really dumb. So like my hands like froze pretty much, I couldn't feel anything. And my skin was already kind of fucked up. Because as I mentioned before, I have eczema. And I just thought I would be out there, you know, for a minute or two and just picking a few things. Nope. Turns out it took like 2 hours. So we're just building another... Oh, I think I see how to... Wait a minute. No? Yeah, that'll work. Whoops. That's what I meant. Yeah. I know shapes, alright? Oh, shit. Oh, I can still do this. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, is like... I haven't seen a chest yet. There it is. Wasn't sure if it would let me pull them apart or not. Let's... I can do this, right? I mean, it fucks with the balance. Can I just lean it against the wall and it'll be okay? Yeah, there we go. Because I thought, you know, the bigger one would have more mass and it would anchor it a little bit more. And no, I don't really care about getting the treasure for the sake of having treasure. It's because when you complete a shrine, it gives you a little icon. I've talked about this like a long time ago. There's an icon on the map that indicates if you got the treasure chest or not, because there's one for every shrine. One that's like a little bit of an extra puzzle, usually, sometimes, or like a little bit hidden. So, like, for example, yeah, so after the name of the shrine, it has like a little chest icon. And so, like, for this one, little chest icon. Little chest icon. So I've been pretty much consistent with trying to get those. Where? Oh. Oh. It's really not it. Okay. Yeah, that music right there, it sounded like it was the start of the Blood Moon thing. Okay. I guess not. Shoot, let's go back to the house. A couple other things I wanted to check off my list as well. Guess who's coming to dinner? Um, the islands to the east. Like Tingle Island and I think the other ones, Ankle and Knuckle and Davdi. We haven't done this yet, like any of these, but the four of these together are kind of like an environmental puzzle. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to miss, you know? It stands out a little bit. Yeah, thankfully, Nintendo recently confirmed, and actually I guess this is the only, like, Nintendo Switch series I have going right now. So this seems like an appropriate place to talk about this. But yeah, Nintendo recently confirmed that the next Switch, which it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point, like it is going to be like another Switch, basically their next console, is indeed going to be backwards compatible. Now, they haven't really clarified. I mean, that's not bad. That's not great. But that's not bad. Like, it was like Nintendo's official like PR, like Japanese like Twitter account. It was like one of those Furukawa here things, and then they had like the official translation into English. Um, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's giving me durables all shit. I mean, of course I'm keeping it, but I'll put it right in the middle. And this is Royal Halberd is 27. Yeah, so I think a Royal Broadsword is actually a little bit more powerful, but once we get another unique weapon, I'll go ahead and just make one of the racks like the unique ones. I don't really know of another one offhand that we're definitely going to get, but I know there is one, you know, one that you can find just by doing a quest or something, not like the champion weapons, I guess is what you'd call them. Like the Rito bow, the Zora spear, the Goron, like Daruk's weapon, Mifa's weapon, Rivali's weapon, those ones. I think it's like the Great Eagle bow, the Light Spear Trident, the what is it called? The Boulder Breaker, the Cobble Crusher, Daruk's weapon. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna look into the recipes for improving the horse's stats. But I'm not doing that right now. The other thing... Wait, what are we doing next? Let me get my bearings before I get completely distracted. We're just doing shrines. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the ones in the more prevalent locations that we go to every so often. Or the, you know, obviously important ones. So like Kakariko, Hiteno, I already did Hitenos. Like the stable ones, the Korok ones, those kind of ones. Well, there's no way we'll get to all those in this episode, so. But yeah, anyway, they put out that thing, that tweet, that announcement, and like the internet just went nuts. Like, and it was kind of funny because they put it out on election day. Like, holy shit! Like, I don't care who you are, this is great news. Like, actual good news day. Wow, good Nintendo news day. And yeah. So the wording was a little bit strange. It was an official translation into English, but there are still questions. Like, do they mean questions that have not been answered or clarified? Just to, like, at least at the time of recording. But do they mean fully backwards compatible? Do they mean only digital, like first party software? Or do they mean full backwards compatibility? Like, and I heard a good point. From Alex from Nintendo Life, which great stuff over there, and Alex is a fucking gem. Like, fantastic stuff. Is that? Oh. Well, why have the ball, dude? What's that about? Or... is that not what you're supposed to do? Oh, I think it is, but the weight of Link added to it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just had to, like, angle it a little bit. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Anyway, they essentially, because I didn't think about this initially, because like Nintendo pretty consistently likes to do, they like to do things a little bit different. Like when the rest of the gaming industry is like focused on one thing, they're like, no, we're gonna do something different. The DS is like touch control, you know, when that was like an innovative and original idea. Now it's just like play any game on mobile. It's like, you know, the same thing. I mean, not exactly, but you know, touch screen controls are pretty fucking standard in that sense. I don't understand what they want me to do. Anyway, I'm gonna suck at this puzzle while I try to use the other part of my brain to carry on this thought process. So they have used in the past, innovation to set themselves apart, essentially. So like with the Wii, it was like motion, and it's just like a thing that, you know, it's more aerobic activity pretty much than maybe what you're used to. And... oh, because I can't climb that. Okay. With the Wii U, they had... anyway, the 3DS, they had the 3D, the Wii U, they had the touch, the gamepad. Like, you know, they try to make sure every... is that not connected anymore? Did it... I mean, it's not moving. No, that is not fused. And with the Switch, obviously, it was the kind of the gimmick, I guess, is the term a lot of people use. It's kind of the gimmick that everybody was looking for, is like the hybridized console. You know, it's a handheld, it's a console, it's both. It's amazing. It's the Switch. Oh, I know what they want me to do. Okay. So, people have been wondering for quite some time now what the next thing would be. Like, is Nintendo going to... oh, you know what? I think I know why this didn't go the way I wanted it to. Because I can climb this, right? Yeah, because you can't climb shrine stuff typically. But usually they have stuff like that where I can just climb on top of this, yeah? And use the... wait, I don't have to be on top of this anymore. Oh. But something has to hit the thing. Okay. And the angle is going to be... is it like this? Like that? that too high up? It's hard to tell because, like, the distance. Anyway, so a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, well, they're probably not going to go with a gimmick this time because the Switch was so successful. Like, they could just stick with what worked. Kind of like the 3DS. Like, they didn't. Which, yeah, I know, initially was a flop, but the DS was like a huge success. So, of course, the successor to the DS would be mostly the same and also play DS games. And so I think that comparison is actually really fucking apt. And like, honestly, like, Nintendo, most of the time, has been pretty good with backwards compatibility. Like, the Game Boy Color played Game Boy games. You know, the Game Boy Advance played Game Boy Color and Game Boy games. The DS played Game Boy Advance games, and I think Game Boy Color, or maybe it was just Game Boy Advance. I don't remember. And then yeah, the 3DS played DS games, you know, and like that's on the handheld side, I know, but like on the console side, not as consistently. Like NES to Super Nintendo, it doesn't play NES games. Like N64 to Super Nintendo, it doesn't play Super Nintendo games. Like GameCube to N64, it doesn't play N64 games. Like Wii at the time, Revolution, right? to like there was that thing going around that dude, the Wii is gonna play every generation of Nintendo games. Yeah, with the introduction of the Virtual Console, if you wanted to buy the games individually, which people love Virtual Console, you know, it was a great idea, kinda to officially introduce emulation to like the Nintendo ecosystem, you know. And yeah, it worked. It worked, but it also played GameCube games. And that was native backwards compatibility. It wasn't emulation. And then the Wii U came out and it played Wii games natively. It wasn't emulation. And it could technically still play GameCube games without emulation because it technically had the Wii hardware inside. And like, you know, the console that beat out the Wii in that generation, even though the Wii was a huge success, it wasn't the PlayStation 2, which basically had PS1 hardware inside of it. So, and of course the Switch comes along because the Wii was dying, and Nintendo was having a problem because games were getting more complicated to make, even 3DS games. And so they're like, you know what, instead of having a handheld development side of things and the console side of things, the line is blurring. Let's just completely blur the lines, combine the two so we have more resources to make modern games. And turns out that was the right call, you know? And yeah, they brought over a lot of Wii U games. Some aren't there, but the point is, Nintendo's not completely new to backwards compatibility. Like, they've done it, you know? Not every time, but... And I've said this before, but... at this point, with how the gaming industry has evolved over the past, like, I'd say 5 or 10 years, like, it was a little rough. It was a little stop and go at first. like with the introduction of like, you know, Xbox Live and PlayStation Network and stuff like that. But at this point, it's not as much a question anymore of like, is the next blank going to be backwards compatible? It's more like a, of course the next whatever is going to be backwards compatible. Like, it's an expectation, which is completely fair, because a lot of these companies are wanting to go digital, which, as far as like game distribution goes, which makes a lot of sense. It does. Can I rotate it after I activate it? Or I can still move it. You know? It'll stay active. Okay. I couldn't remember how stabilizers work. I almost never use them. Anyway, this is like the first time for Nintendo, though. Like, with Xbox and PlayStation, they've had a few more years to get used to this concept that should not be novel, by the way. And like, at first, Xbox was way better at it. I didn't want to turn this into like a talk of like the whole like digital future of like the gaming industry, but I mean, I'm gonna have to touch on it a little bit. Sorry. And yeah, Xbox was better about it at first with backwards compatibility and everything, and they were making great strides and customers were super happy. And Sony was not doing as well. They were the worst. I mean, I don't think they were the worst, personally. Because, like, Nintendo was just like, nope, we're not going to honor past purchases for Virtual Console at all. Now, here's the thing. They could still do that. And I hope they do that, but that's a future conversation. But they could still do that. Because, like, the Wii U store, the 3DS store, like, they are closed. They are gone. They are done. So they might just keep turning a blind eye and just pretend like that didn't happen. But whatever. Anyway, Sony was less good about it. But now they are honoring old purchases when they bring the games, like, from previous eras, essentially their version of the Virtual Console, to like PS4, PS5. Like a while back, for example, I mean, this hasn't happened in a while, but actually I got like 3 examples. But like for bringing PS1 games back, right, on the retro catalog, like they added a couple that I had added to my library like many years ago on like PlayStation 3 or the Vita, with The Legend of Dragoon and Valkyrie Profile. And when those released, I could just download them for free and play them on my PS5, because it wasn't exactly free. I already paid for those games. I already bought them on PlayStation Network, but they honored those previous purchases, because they're like, hey, this is now available on here. I'm like, dope. I don't have to boot up my PlayStation 3 to play a PS1 game that I bought on your store. Like, it's still PlayStation Network, you know? And it might be a little different for Nintendo, because, like, back then it was, actually, I don't think you even had to have, like, a Nintendo Network ID account, whatever the fuck it was. On the Wii, I think it was just tied to the console itself. But on the Wii U, it definitely was. And they had a migration tool for the Wii players, the Wii owners, to the Wii U, and it would tie those purchases, I believe, to your Nintendo Network ID account, whatever. And then there was another thing to like link your Nintendo, like your Wii Nintendo account, I guess, Wii U Nintendo account, to like your Switch one. And like there wasn't a lot of reason to do it. I don't remember why it was even a thing. Oh, because, yeah, for people that still played on 3DS or Wii U, they could add funds on there, and it would also be on their Switch. For people that still primarily played on Wii U or 3DS. And there didn't seem to be a lot of other reason to do that. I'm trying to figure out, like, what I need to do. I'm assuming use that to get over the thing. And... oh, well, I know how I did this before. Yeah, you can do this a ridiculous way that's actually kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to do this like I did over here. Sorry guys, I'm kind of really distracted, so... so... point is, they haven't really done it. Like... they've done it on hardware, like for physical backwards compatibility, that is. I just felt something weird. I think it was just food in my teeth, but I don't know. Anyway, they've done backwards compatibility for physical games. Pretty much only in the past. They haven't done backwards compatibility for digital games, except for the Wii U. That was... oh geez. Crap. Oh, that sucks. Does it put me back here? It does. Okay, there... can make it though, right? Do I need the other... I've done this before, where you take that one cross. Is it just right here? Is that what it is? Is the other one higher? Oh, the other one you can't go over. Oh. Anyway, that was like the one time... oh, that was the other reason. Right. Right, because when you migrated your Wii data from your console to a Wii U, that did require like a Nintendo account thing. It would show you could still play your virtual console games like in the Wii mode, but you couldn't. Like, it's been a long time, guys. For like, I'm going off of memory here. I know some people do like research and stuff before they make videos about things. This is kind of just my side tangent thing. This is not meant to be like a fully researched, like, here's my video essay. No. That's right. That's right. So you want to do that. Can't lift it up any higher? Oh, because I need to do this. Yeah, because it's a per object basis. Shit. So I have to deactivate it. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's trying to rotate it, wouldn't let me. So... it, I thought that was a time bomb for a sec. I was like, shit. So you could migrate your stuff over. And then if you wanted to... Fuck. I was just climbing this. There we go. It's like trying to act like I can't climb it. Yeah, you could still play your... That's such a waste of a fairy. Alright. You could still play your virtual console games from the Wii. But if you wanted to, you could get the Wii U upgrade for those Wii virtual console games at a very small cost. Is that hanging? It is hanging. Okay, I need that to not be doing that. And honestly, it sometimes was an upgrade. Sometimes it wasn't. But it would play in the Wii U mode, essentially, which had more options for the virtual console. And... what does it want me to do? It would, okay. Oh, it wants... okay. I see. There we go. And, come on, really? Are you fucking serious? Come on. There we go. And actually, I'm glad I just remembered about this, because... actually, I don't know if I can still access that or not. Anyway, for some things, actually playing it in the Wii U mode was better. I think specifically N64 games, typically, were a little bit better in the Wii Virtual Console mode. But, let's go ahead and just drop that there. And... okay, so now we got all the stuff over here. Good. And then it would be linked to your account, but I don't know. Actually, yeah, what happened to the Wii Virtual Console versions? Did they just disappear if you upgrade? I literally don't remember. No. No, that's right. Okay, because to play the Wii versions, that's what it was. To play the Wii versions, you had to load the Wii side of the system. Right. So that was part of it, is it was a convenience thing. Because you could play it on the Wii U side of the system. Because for Wii Virtual Console stuff, you'd have to switch to the Wii launcher. And then play the games. So there were certain controllers and stuff that weren't compatible on the Wii launcher side of things. Because literally, like, you could just run your Wii U, like, the Wii U had basically a Wii built into it. So when you were on the Wii side of things, it was just like running a Wii, you know? Right. So if you had the Wii U upgrade on the Virtual Console side, it would, yeah, you could just play those games on the Wii U side of things without having to launch the Wii stuff. Which was nice because, like, the quick menu on the Wii U is, like, a lot easier to use and convenient stuff. The Wii U is just kind of better, and so sometimes the games were better on the Wii U side of things, partially because of, like, the resolution boost and stuff like that. Partially because, like, the more they expanded, like, Wii U Virtual Console, like, options. Anyway, there were certain quality of life things, but in most games ran better, but oddly enough, yeah, a lot of N64 games ran better on the Wii Virtual Console, not the Wii U. Which seemed to be, like, pretty much confirmed that Nintendo kind of had a problem with, like, N64 emulation. And for whatever reason on the Wii U architecture, like, it just worked better on the Wii, and when they tried to migrate that same emulation thing to the Wii U, it was, like, a little bit different and most of the time a little bit worse. Right. Although, yeah, on the Switch, it's, like, way better. Like, when people are complaining about, like, the Switch N64 app or whatever, it's like, dude, were you guys even, like, buying N64 games in the Wii? Like, and did that whole, like, migrate thing from the Wii to the Wii U, and then, like, still having pretty spotty performance? Like, it was worse, okay? So I think what I want to do, because we have two of these scoop guys now, I think what I want to do is combine these so we can get the other one back. But not like that, because the scoop part is actually, like, it's permanently attached. So we want to go, like, bam, I think. And then put it on the stabilizer so we can go get the other lattices, I guess. Is that still active? There we go. We can just put it right about... Actually, do I want to make a bridge? Is that what we're doing here? Should I just make a bridge? Because I'm gonna have to walk it back, pretty much, right? Because I can't really launch it. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Okay. Okay. Shoot. Let's try it this way. Let's make it a little bit longer. And I'm gonna do this. We just kind of put it right here. Oh wait. I'm gonna have to double stabilize it, right? Is that even gonna work? Did I do this wrong? I might have done this wrong. Okay, let's do this on the corners. This is supposed to be upside down. So we'll just do like so. And stabilize it. hopefully can actually get this shit across. I think. That's not gonna work, is it? You have to preemptively angle it? Like, to get it over there? I mean, it's almost there. Oh. Can do that, huh? Okay. Crap. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't necessary. I just think it's kind of fun to do it this way. And I forgot motion control was on temporarily, and I do need to end this episode, but, anyhow, the point being... Oh my goodness. And I really need to pee, which is not great. Okay, so I need this to angle like that. Is that real? I think so. Please tell me that's real. Is that even the right angle? Is that the same angle? Yeah. Okay. And... yeah. Can I even climb this shit? Is this gonna reach? Is this enough to get it over there? I think this is how I did it last time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Is it? I don't feel great about this. Alright. Okay. I think I need to change the angle on how... Okay. Oh shit, right. Okay. Alright. Here's the plan. Put it like on the corners. Completely vertical. And then it's going to angle down. Just fine. And then we'll take this piece, angle it. Come on. This piece, angle it up. It's gonna be the most janky thing. And then take this piece, put it here. Probably. And then stabilize that shit. There we go. Move it over here. Yes. Dude, I love when a stupid creation just comes to fruition. Yes! Dude, just as Furukawa intended. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, right. Yeah, this is not gonna... Ow. Didn't lose any health. You know what? I could probably make this like this. And then just... There we go. So we have an extra stabilizer. And then like so. And angle it down. Right? And then it won't fall. Alright. That is the angle of the dangle. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Alright, we're good. Pull it all back. I know this is like stupid overkill. Okay. Right? I didn't know how much platform I had behind me. There we go. And we're gonna change the shape a little bit. Yeah? Let's go ahead and deactivate this bitch. Okay. And... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Take... I mean, this will be fine. Right? Do I have to change the angle here? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So stabilizers over here. Thankfully we have shrine object permanence going on. And I don't care. There we go. Here. There we go. There we are. Okay, and then we need this to be a bit more flat. There we go. Make it like so. And then take this one. So that's gonna be the top platform. Drop that. And I'm just gonna put these on the very edge. Make sure it's nice and strong. And on the end there. And on the end there. And we're just gonna smackety-doo-dah, baby. Put it right here? This is the dumbest shit. This is so dumb and I love it. Did we already get the chest? There's only one in this, right? It's so dumb. Behold, my creation. This is like stupid overkill. And I love it. There's no way we needed to do all of this, right? Right? I mean, it's a tiny bit close, I guess, but you know what? It's done. There we go. Anyway. So with all that in mind, right? Again, it's a little ranty. I didn't write like a script or anything. I just wanted to get my thoughts out on a few things. Virtual Console was cool. They have done digital backwards compatibility before because I'm pretty sure everything on the Wii Virtual Console was available on the Wii U Virtual Console. Except for a few... Wait, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. They didn't have Genesis. Oh, dude. They didn't. Should I make a full video about this? Sounds like a lot of work. Maybe. We'll see. They didn't have... Yeah, they didn't have Sega Genesis, I know that. And they didn't have TurboGrafx, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I haven't, like, watched this whole thing before in a while. I was like, before is like, yes, I have. I haven't watched the whole thing in quite a while, though. Yeah, because Rondo of Blood, I couldn't get the Wii U upgrade. And the Wonder Boy games, I couldn't get the Wii U upgrade. So yeah, they definitely didn't have Sega Genesis or TurboGrafx on the Wii U Virtual Console. It was all like first-party Nintendo stuff. Pretty sure, because they had NES and Super Nintendo and N64 and DS and Game Boy Advance. And some of my Wii Virtual Console collection just didn't have the option for the upgrade. And now that I hear that like Wii U's are dying, I'm like a little sad that it didn't just leave my Wii Virtual Console stuff on my Wii. But you know, it's fine. There are tools out there, wink wink, where you can make sure some of those digital purchases don't go bye-bye. Because, you know, game preservation is important. It's part of not just like video game history. You know, it's like there's a shitload of people, like programmers, artists, like even for retro games, people say like, oh, well, Link to the Past was made by like 12 people. Developed, yeah, and that's a Super Nintendo game. Like, even in the era of like N64 and Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance, those development teams got larger. And not just development, like they're on the publishing side of things, on localization, like there was a lot more people involved in bringing that thing to the shelf. Like a lot more people. So, and yeah, that all that work should not just go be like, oh, who cares? Those games came out in like the 90s. Nobody gives a shit. I guarantee you, the people who worked on those games care about those shits. Okay? They very much care about those shits. I do too. I you know, I grew up with those games that came out in the 80s and 90s. And some of those I'd rather play than modern games. Like, and yeah, I absolutely guarantee you the people who worked on those and successfully worked with like some of the timelines and stuff of like the publishers and shit at the time. Dude, some of those games had to be ready in like 6 months, like less than a year of development time. And they fucking killed it. They had the shit on time, like, and on some of those projects, like, some of those developers and shit, like, lived at the office pretty much because, yeah, they put in a ridiculous amount of hard work. So, it's, very much something worth preserving. Like, but whatever. Anyway, and yeah, if you want to go like the physical route and like getting into like retro game collecting and stuff like that. There's plenty of dumper tools out there where you can back up your cartridges and shit. Like, yeah, it's not. It's very. There's lots of tools available. That's you know. Anyway, what was the point of the thing? Oh, right. Reservation, digital backwards compatibility, physical backwards compatibility. Yeah, so I'm assuming physical games are going to be backwards compatible. Like, it's still going to use Switch game cards. Like, yeah, it was a proprietary thing, but they're basically SD cards. Like, we all know, like, Switch game cards. Yeah, they're basically SD cards, you know? That type of technology has gone way down in price. Like, even if it is slightly proprietary, they could easily make, like, Switch 2 cards have, like, an upper limit of, like, 128 gigabytes. They're not going to do that. It'll probably be 64 for most games. But 128 is probably going to be the upper limit for certain things, especially if they're going to do, like, bundles of, like, with, like, upgrades. I don't know. Like, actually, I'd have to check the install size. I was gonna say, there aren't many games that would go over 64 gigabytes, but I was thinking some of the larger ones, like if they wanted to release, I don't know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Complete Edition with all DLC and, like, everything ever released for it. I don't know how much that would come to. I know Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak and all that stuff, all the event quests, would be a pretty big one. Even Tears of the Kingdom, like, it's not, like, it's a big game, but it's not, like, super fucking massive. I'm trying to think of, like, Switch games where they added a bunch of content, like, over time, and it really made the file size, like, huge. I guess I can't really think of anything, and, like, Nintendo's, like, famously, like, very good at, like, compression and keeping file sizes small. So I don't know, I guess they wouldn't have to go over 64 gigabytes for their game cards for the next Switch. Which, it would not surprise me if they called it Switch Next. People have been saying Switch 2 for quite some time. I think that's a good name. It's fine. They might do, like, new Nintendo Switch. I kind of hate that name, though. Super Nintendo Switch would be great. I've heard that one too. Like, I like that one quite a bit. Anyway, they don't... The other point I was getting to... Let me just wrap up the thing, because I need to wrap up this video in general, because we're over an hour. Yeah. And we finished quite a few shrines. I forgot that one takes a bit of puzzling and stuff, and yeah, I was failing at the puzzle for a while, but I got it. So yeah, they've done backwards compatibility, mostly for physical. They have done digital backwards compatibility. Pretty much only, I think only on the Wii U, I think. Don't remember the DS having, I guess they had DSiWare? The DSi is like a whole nother thing, but I don't think that was playable on the 3DS though. Did the DS have Virtual Console? I don't think the DS had Virtual Console. I think that was only on the 3DS. But, anyway, they have done it before. They didn't do it from the Wii U to the Switch, which sucks. But, yeah, it's kind of expected at this point. Like, going forward, if they want to, like, push these, like, digital storefronts and everything, and they want to keep their customers and all this other shit, like, people would be outraged if their Switch digital purchases did not carry over to the Switch 2, but I pretty much knew this was coming anyway, because they've had the Switch Online stuff being pushed pretty successfully. Like Switch Online initially was met with a lot of criticism. I think now people are feeling better about it, and like, I don't know. Me personally, I haven't really cared to keep my Switch Online membership for a while because one, people aren't playing on the Switch as much because it's outdated hardware, especially for online capability for like multiplayer and stuff. Yeah, people don't want to play on Switch. Like, even Monster Hunter Rise, which is a banger, great game, I had problems finding people to play with. Because they're like, I'd rather play World or some other game, like, even if it's a few years older, like on more powerful, more capable hardware, you know? Because the Switch didn't even have like party chat and stuff like that, you know? Like online multiplayer functions that were pretty basic and like fleshed out for like years now. Is that Din Roll in the distance? Is the game trying to give me one more thing? Be like, hey, fuck you, go do this thing. Son of a bitch. I'm not doing it. I will pause the fucking game and go like, hey, you know that dragon you were looking for? He's right over here. And actually, you know, I'll pause him. Yeah, I'll just pause the game. Anyway. So, yeah, personally, I didn't want to get Switch Online when I knew the next Switch was coming soon, and like Nintendo wasn't even releasing anything cool for Switch Online. And I was like, maybe for Jet Set Radio, but or Perfect Dark. But I was like, do I really want to get a subscription service for this thing just to play one game and then not be able to play with my friends because they don't have Switch Online because they're playing on Xbox or PlayStation? No, not really. And like, this was actually it was actually Kirby, but this was the last time for Tears of the Kingdom. This was the last time I got Switch Online vouchers because like Tears of the Kingdom was $70, and I was like, dude, I can just get 2 Switch Online vouchers for 100 and then basically get another first party or second party like Switch game for 30 that would ordinarily be a $60 game. And boom, you know, buy Tears of the Kingdom at full price basically, but you get your next game half off, essentially. But I haven't picked up a Switch game since this because of that. Like, unless it's made specifically for Switch, and that's the only way to play it, and it's something like definitely worth picking up. And Tears of the Kingdom, in my opinion, 100%, yes, absolutely. Otherwise, yeah, just wait to hear what Nintendo is doing. I think they should have announced their backwards compatibility thing like a long time ago, personally. Because like, we've known the Switch 2 is going to be a thing. Didn't know what it was going to be called, but we've known it's going to be a thing for like 2 years now. And I think it was finally starting to hurt their software sales because people don't want to buy games for a system that's essentially dead. Like, and it's not dead. Like, it's going to still be going for a while. But, you know, when they're planning on upgrading next year, they don't want to get the thing unless they know. Like, Sony was having the same problem with the PS4. Like, yeah, the PS4 was a massively successful generation, but people want to know, can they play their PS4 games on PS5? And they're like, oh, wait, yeah. It's like 99.9% backwards compatible. Like, dope. You might find 1 or 2 things that won't play on it. Cool. And yeah, the thing about Alex from Nintendo Life, and I was going to say they made a very good point in the recent video they made about this, that they don't want to say full compatibility, but they said they would announce future details on compatibility. They probably didn't want to say full, because maybe, and the point they made was like maybe the next Switch isn't going to have like the IR sensor on the Joy-Cons because like it's almost never used except when it was utilized by Nintendo Labo, which is now I'm pretty much, I think I remember hearing it's like completely discontinued. Like they don't have any plans for future Labo or anything like that. And presumably the next Switch is gonna have, slightly large different dimensions. Like I'm assuming kind of like the OLED where the screen is like a little bit bigger, but it's mostly the same form factor kind of a thing. I'm assuming they're gonna do the same thing with the next one. And yeah, they don't want to say full compatibility because like Labo is an official Nintendo thing. And there might be a couple of titles here and there that aren't backwards compatible. And there might be a few things here and there that aren't. But they're probably shooting for full backwards compatibility. They're just not ready to say it yet. Because a lot of their customer base, like when Nintendo makes an official announcement thing, you can like hold them to that. It's like, oh, but you guys said this. Like Nintendo's not the type of gaming company to like go outright and say, hey, we're doing this until they're 100% sure. So anyway, but yeah, so I'm expecting that's going to be right on like exactly what's going on with the compatibility thing. I'm assuming they're shooting for like pretty much 100% on the backwards compat. But yeah, just a few things here and there, probably not. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Trying to think if there was anything else on that I wanted to talk about. Not really. But yeah, they're not completely new to backwards compatibility. And at this point, yeah, I think it is expected. Like, if these gaming companies want to push their digital storefronts and expect people to actually buy into it and stuff like that and all this other crap, and, yeah, backwards compatibility. And there was a recent report that the PlayStation 6 is going to be natively backwards compatible, like with PlayStation 5, and like everything that runs on PS5 is going to run on PS6. Like, yeah, that is to be expected. Like, if they want to keep pushing this stuff, which is very successful for them, and if you want to say, oh, it's convenience and all these other, yeah, obviously. And honestly, for physical media, at least for PlayStation and Xbox, I think like just Blu-ray is going to be the thing, like for a while. Like, I don't see a new physical thing coming up. If we're going more in the digital route, like, and I'm not going to make any future predictions, but, at least for physical media, I like the way Nintendo's doing it. Flash media, the game carts and stuff like that. They're going to have a lot more longevity than these discs and stuff. I mean, dude, you can unbox an NES game from almost 40 years ago, and it'll still work, just like it was 1985. So, anyway, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, which I'm going to keep this short, it's time for the outro, though. Special thanks, the updates, all that good stuff, because I really am about to piss my pants. But with excitement over how awesome the current Farts and Craft Show members are, which at the time of recording is Novellis Draconis, Aaron Schick. Thank you so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. There's also a link in the description. Haha, link like Legend of Zelda. That talks about becoming a channel member in case there's no join button for you. I've heard it can happen. Tiers start at $3 a month. Like Tears of the Kingdom. I just caught that, actually. don't think that's... Anyway. Membership tiers start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day, gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the Membership tab, which you'll have access to if you are a channel member. Where, that's how all the series get decided here on the show. And it's the thing we do once a month. As I mentioned, we already did the October one, obviously. It's November. That was the last week of October is when that happened. It ended November 1st. The winner was Sekiro. That is going to be replacing Bloodborne when that's done. And we will have one for November. It's going to be deciding the series that will be following Xenogears, so a new retro classic series. I don't know if we're going to be doing another round of RC samples or if it's going to be a returning thing. I will have a future announcement on that at some point in the near future. So if you guys want to know what's going on with all the updates and everything and the bell doesn't work for you, it's fine. There's 4 other ways you can stay up to date. The community tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, or the Discord. Although if you want all the updates, the Discord is the best way to go. And the links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. That's going to do it for now. So thank you once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.